Parlons Français Ensemble.
Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're zeroing in on something really practical. How to talk about what you like, what you don't like, and your hobbies in French.
Right. We're using a French language learning podcast episode as our guide here.
Yeah, it's packed with those, essential phrases, things like j'aime, j'adore.
And also, je déteste, je n'aime pas, je préfère.
And the activities too, like faire du sport, lire. What else?
Voyager, regarder des films, écouter de la musique, the basics.
Exactly. So our mission really is to get you equipped pretty quickly with the core French needed to just talk about your interests.
It's all about making those connections, isn't it? So maybe let's start with liking things, expressing enjoyment.
Good idea. The source gives us j'aime, which is
I like.
right,
Yeah.
like. And then there's j'adore. That one's stronger, more like I love or I adore. It's got that extra bit of, feeling.
Intensity.
Intensity, yeah. So the example was j'aime lire et écouter de la musique. I like to read and listen to music. Pretty standard.
But then someone else might chime in like, moi, j'adore voyager. Me, I love to travel. You kind of feel the difference.
Yeah, you definitely hear the enthusiasm there. And you mentioned adding things like beaucoup or vraiment.
Oh, right. You could say, j'aime beaucoup, I like it a lot, or even j'adore vraiment, I really love it, just to emphasize it a bit more.
That nuance is important. It's not just the word, but the weight behind it. Okay, so what about the other side? Dislikes.
Well, for the strong feelings, there's je déteste. I hate. It's pretty direct.
They're very strong, yeah.
But more often, you'll probably hear or use je n'aime pas. I don't like.
And the example from the source was about running.
Exactly. Je n'aime pas courir. I don't like running. And notice the structure there. The ne before the verb aim and the pas after it. That's your standard negative form.
No pas. Got it. Seems straightforward. But, okay, sometimes it's less about strong like-dislike and more choosing.
Right.
Preference.
That's where je préfère comes in.
Right.
I prefer. Now, our source didn't detail, like, choosing between A and B, but that's the idea. If someone asks if you want to, say, watch a movie or play a game,
You might say,
je préfère regarder un film. I prefer to watch a movie. It implies that selection.
okay, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So we've got likes, dislikes, preferences covered. What about the actual things people do, the hobbies themselves?
So the podcast highlighted some really common, useful ones. First up, faire du sport, to do sports.
And there's a little note about using faire there.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. The source pointed out that for many specific sports, you use faire du or faire de la or faire de la, like faire du tennis, play tennis, or faire du vélo, ride a bike.
Ah, good tip.
Yeah, it's handy. Then we have the others. Lire, to read,
Voyager?
to travel, yep. Regarder des films, watch movies, and écouter de la musique, listen to music, all pretty essential stuff.
You might also hear pratiquer un sport, right? Like if it's more regular.
Oh, good point, yes. Pratiquer un sport, to practice a sport. That suggests a bit more commitment sometimes.
Okay. Now, I remember something about a cultural insight. Clin d'œil culturel. What was that about?
Ah, yeah, that was interesting. It was about the French idea of passion.
Passion.
Yeah, the source mentioned that it's quite common for French people to have a real passion. Could be anything, a hobby, music, food, whatever, and they're often, happy and proud to talk about it.
So asking about it is a good thing.
Definitely. Asking, quelles sont tes passions? What are your passions? Can apparently be a really good way to, deepen the conversation.
Huh. So learning j'aime and j'adore isn't just grammar.
Not at all. It's about connecting on that cultural level, too. It's about sharing what makes you tick and understanding what drives others. Being able to share your own passions, that's gold.
That really reframes why these basic phrases are so useful.
Yeah.
It's about genuine interaction. And the source had some practice questions, too, just little checks.
Yeah, simple things just to reinforce. Like, how do you say, I like to read?
J'aime lire.
Exactly. Or, I don't like to run.
Je n'aime pas courir.
Perfect. Just quick recaps.
All right, so let's quickly summarize then. We covered the key French for likes j'aime, j'adore, dislikes, je déteste, je n'aime pas, and preference with je préfère.
Plus that essential hobby vocabulary. Faire du sport, lire, voyager, regarder des films, écouter de la musique.
And crucially, that cultural insight about passion and how discussing interests is, well, pretty central to connecting.
Absolutely. Being able to talk about what lights you up, It's fundamental everywhere, but maybe especially valued in French culture when it comes to these passions. Having these phrases is your way in.
So here's something for you, the listener, to maybe mull over. What are those things you're genuinely enthusiastic about, your own passions? And how could you start putting words to them in French, even just using these simple phrases we talked about today? It's really that first step towards, a much richer connection with the language and the people who speak it.